Avalanche. Probably one of the most misunderstood altcoins in all of crypto. But 2026 might be the year everyone wakes up. Today, we're going to be breaking down what Avalanche actually does, who's backing it, and our bear, base, and bull case price targets for 2026. Let's dig in, guys. So, Avalanche isn't just another layer 1 blockchain. Its real superpower is its subnets. These are custom, scalable blockchains that run in parallel. Think of it like this: one subnet for gaming with lightning fast transactions, one subnet for institutions needing compliance, and another subnet for DeFi with super low fees. It's like Ethereum shards, but available today. Avalanche is also fully EVM compatible, which means developers can deploy existing Ethereum apps with almost no change. And Avalanche, AVAX, the native token, powers all of it: fees, staking, governments, and subnet security. So, who's actually building on Avalanche? Because this is the question, guys. In order to make money in crypto now, like we said, the days of the meme coins, they're done. They are over. So we need to know who's using this network, how much traffic is going to be on this network, how many transactions. So who is using this? Well, guys, it's more people than you might think. Amazon Web Service partnered with Avalanche to support subnet deployments. Tencent and major Asian gaming studios are using Avalanche for gaming ecosystems. Republic launched tokenized assets on Avalanche. Chainlink, Aave, Circle, and many other top DeFi players also support Avalanche natively. And Avalanche has seen continued ecosystem funding through Avalanche Multiverse, a $290 million incentive program. These aren't small retail investors. These are institutions betting that Avalanche's subnet architecture will power the next wave of Web3. So the current state, where does Avalanche sit right now? Well, it's had a huge run in the last cycle, but faced a very sharp correction like everything else did. So what matters now is that Avalanche continues to ship. Its subnets are going to grow in active use cases, and on-chain activity needs to remain steady. Also, DeFi and gaming ecosystems need to show signs of revival. And guys, a lot of this is setting up perfectly for 2026. So let's get into our price predictions. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm here for education and entertainment. But we're going to try to take some very kind of grounded look at what price Avalanche could actually get to based on practical use case and where we see the price going, who's going to be using it, and what type of adoption this network is going to have. So in the bear case, if macro conditions weaken, liquidity dries up, and Avalanche's growth slows, subnets do grow, but adoption is mostly in niche places, Avalanche is going to retest support and stay range bound. So this scenario would assume weak crypto cycle, limited institutional inflows, and Ethereum L2s are going to dominate market share. So the bear case price range is probably $18 to $32, which gives us a little bit of upside since Avalanche is trading right in that $13 to $14 range right now. It's still a 30% to even, shoot, it's almost a double, right? Which, talking stocks and bonds, that's a huge increase. Talking crypto, we need more than 30%. So how about our base case price target for 2026? This base case, guys, is $45 to $75. Okay, so in the base case, and this is what we would need to see happen in order to hit these prices, Avalanche would need to keep growing its subnets, gaming would need to expand, and institutional adoption would slowly rise. So we need to be watching the news. We need to keep our eyes peeled. What are these subnets looking like? Are they growing? Who have we signed on for, gaming partners? And what other institutions are going to be using Avalanche? DeFi on Avalanche would also need to recover and reach cycle highs. But competition from Ethereum L2s and Solana is going to remain strong. And again, our base case for 2026, $45 to $75 if we see some of these things play out. And our 2026 bull case, guys, a lot of things would have to go right to hit these price targets, but the bull case would be $120 to $185. So this would be the scenario where Avalanche will become the go-to chain for custom blockchains. If major gaming studios adopt subnets, if institutions tokenizing assets move on chain, if subnet scaling takes off and fees remain low, then Avalanche becomes a high demand asset for staking and network security. A price target of $120 to $185 with extreme highs maybe breaching 200, this would be a full-blown bull cycle. So guys, 2026 is shaping up to be a pivotal year. It's 1 year after the Bitcoin halving ripple effect. Institutions will have clear regulatory frameworks. On-chain gaming and real-world asset tokenization should finally mature. And Avalanche is positioned right in the center of that shift. Avalanche, it's not a meme coin. I've said it before. The days of the meme coin are over. You are never going to hear me discuss a meme coin on this channel. We talk about coins with real world utility. We talk about coins that are built on fundamental transformation of financial systems, real world tokenization. We don't want hype. We want real world adoption, institutional adoption. So Avalanche, it's not a meme coin. It's not hype driven. It is a blockchain designed for scale, built for the institutions, and already aligned with major players like Amazon Web Services and other top gaming ecosystems. So whether you're bullish, bearish, or somewhere in the middle, Avalanche could be one of the most important altcoins to watch going into 2026. Guys, if you got value out of this video, if you want more 2026 crypto breakdowns, price targets, and what altcoins I think are going to rise to the top, hit that like button, subscribe, drop your favorite altcoin down in the comments, and we'll see if we can do a recap on that one as well. So, as always, remember, stay focused, lock in. The world is about to be tokenized.